Hi guys. It is a wet, cold and rainy day here in France today, so the cat and I are all snuggled up inside and we wanted to talk to you about star ratings, specifically 1-star ratings. I know that not all book bloggers use them, but a lot of them do, particularly the ones that use Goodreads, particularly 1 to 5 scale, although I know some people go much higher, some people do half-star ratings. I personally use a 1 to 5 scale. And I really love star ratings because they give me an immediate snapshot into what this person has thought of the book. Their overall impression and feeling when they've finished the book, how it relates to other favourites that they've got, and it just gives me a really good idea of what they got out of the book and what I should expect from the review. And I then go into the review and fill in the blanks about the specifics, what they thought about this book. When I first started book blogging, I gave a lot of 5 and 4-star reviews because everything was fantastic and books and yay and love. But then I've read a lot more books since then. I've been doing this a lot longer and I've become a lot pickier about what I need in a book to make it a really good read. There have been quite a few books recently that have ended up with 1-star reviews as a result, and I hate giving 1-star reviews. I really don't enjoy it. Because I know that the author has put a huge amount of time and effort into this book to get it ready for the world. I know the publisher has decided there is something fantastic that they love about it, and that's why they want to share it with the world. And it feels really terrible, basically saying, I hated this, I don't know why you bothered. So, yeah, I feel really bad about them, but at the same time, I'm going to be honest about how I feel about books, so I end up giving an honest rating. There have been 2 books recently that have got 1-star reviews from me. The first is Shadow Shadow by V.B. Marlowe. Flat, one-dimensional characters, there was no emotional depth, I didn't connect to any of them. At the end I felt like I just wasted my time because there wasn't really any plot. There wasn't any finish to it almost. It felt like it was a setup for the second book and I just didn't see the point actually. The writing wasn't that great, it was quite clunky. And I just felt like I wasted my time. The second one was The Copper Witch by Jessica Dahl, and again, similar problems. Pacing and plot. I finished it and kind of wondered what the point had been. The characters were unlikable and cardboard cutouts. They didn't really appeal to me on any level, and the writing wasn't that great. It was made up of 85% dialogue, which was a bold choice, and it just didn't pay off. Most of it was superfluous to the book, which was a real shame because it could have been something fantastic. So the big things about those, there are 4 things that I have to have in a book if it's going to be anything above a 1-star rating, and both of these are prime examples of it. The first is plot. You have to have a good plot that makes sense and hangs together and makes me feel like I've been on a journey and there was a point to it. Pacing. If it lags or if the pacing's off, then I'm just going to get frustrated and bored. This one isn't quite so important as plot, but it's still up there for me. Characters. If I don't connect emotionally to the characters, then there's no point. If they don't feel real to me, then I'm just going to end up frustrated with it. And the 4th one is writing. It doesn't have to be a style that I particularly enjoy, but it has to be well written. There has to be good grammar and punctuation. It has to make sense. Because the number of books that I've read where actually it doesn't make any sense are quite terrible, actually. So those are the things that I look for in a book to make it above a 1-star rating. But I know a lot of people look for different things. So this is just my personal viewpoint on it. I would love to hear from you guys, though. What makes a book a 1-star rating for you? How do you feel about giving 1-star ratings? And do you ever do it? I know some people avoid it. If it's going to be anything less than sort of 2 or 3 stars, they just don't do a review for the book. So that's me done for the week. I will see you next Friday, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.